he plays the Sicilian defense. So let's play the wing gambit with b4. He doesn't decide to take the pawn, so now we're going to recapture on c5. And once the bishop takes, we can play pawn to d4, and we've got a super strong center here. So I'm going to play pawn to c4 again, just putting all my pawns in the center, controlling central squares. He attacks his pawn with a knight, so let's defend it with our knight. He plays pawn to d6. Now I'm going to develop my other knight to f3, defending this pawn. He develops his knight, putting another attacker on this pawn. So I'm going to play bishop to e3, defending this pawn twice. He plays bishop to d7, and now I'm going to complete my minor piece development with bishop to d3, defending both of these pawns. So he brings his knight to b4, attacking the bishop. I don't want to give up the bishop pair, so I'm going to drop my bishop back to b1. He castles his king. Let's copy him and castle our king as well. Now he plays queen to c7. So first, I'm going to play pawn a3, kicking his knight. And once his knight moves, then I'm going to bring back my bishop to d3, so it can defend this pawn. So he brings his rook on the same line as my queen. I'm going to bring my rook to the c-file because most likely this c-file is going to open up later on. He brings his other rook to the center of the board. Now I'm first going to create a luft for my king by playing pawn to h3 and also stopping him from bringing a knight to g4. So he plays bishop to a5, attacking my knight. I'm going to now jump in with knight b5, hitting this pawn, hitting his queen, and hitting this pawn here. And if he captures, he gives up his bishop pair. And look at this. I take back, attacking his knight, and I've also got a discover attack on his queen. So here I'm going to win a piece. This is a winning tactic. So he moves his queen here to b6, but now I can grab the extra piece. And now I'm going to play queen to e2. I'm simply attacking this weakness twice, and I've connected both of my rooks. So he's pushed his pawn down, but I'm simply going to play pawn to e5. This now opens up this bishop on this long diagonal. And now I'm going to take off his strong knight and play knight to g5. I'm now attacking this pawn. So he brings his queen to defend it. Now I'm going to bring my queen over to h5, looking to deliver checkmate on this pawn. So you see my opponent has kicked my knight. So now I'm going to play rook to b1, putting pressure on his queen. He brings his queen over here, but now you see he's lost protection of this pawn, so I'm going to capture. I do need to play slightly quicker here. I've only got 18 seconds to go. So now let's put our knight on this strong square, attacking his rook. He gives up the exchange. Let's capture back and let's bring our queen to f3. He takes his pawn. Now let's pin the bishop to his queen. I'm now going to put further pressure on this bishop. Now I'm going to play rook to c4. He takes his pawn. Now can capture his bishop, followed by capturing this pawn. And the queens are looking to get exchanged, so he takes off. But now we're in a completely winning endgame. Let's first give a check and look to trade off rooks. He does, and unfortunately this is just too much for us in this position when we're up a rook. Let's improve our king to g3, bring the rook to the 7th rank, cover this weak square, and he loses time. If you found this content useful, make sure to subscribe.